All right. Here is the weekend love bonus reading for the fire signs. We're going to first get started with Aries. I already pulled a spread. Get right into it. So first there is a lot of internal battles going on with the Five of Wands. So whether you are struggling with wanting to move things forward with somebody or struggling with yourself because you don't want things, it's scary. But I do see that with the balance card, this is going to serve you in so many ways, because this is basically when you have the sun out here illuminating everything, anything that has a lower energy is going to burn off. So you need to realize this is the energy surrounding your situation right now. But I do see with that, it could go one of either two ways. Either you could sit here in this heartbreak and think of all the negative things that could go wrong, or you could move beyond that and just own, hey, you know what? Things are going to be warm and sunny and illuminated, and they're going to work out on your behalf, because everything that we create in our head first before, for the most part, right? We create our environments. And so I'm sensing that the divine is telling you that you do have a beautiful message coming in full of passion. It's going to invigorate you, give you some brand new fresh ideas of this relationship. Or if you're single, take it as it resonates, something new coming in. This card also indicates that this could be someone that's just kind of a womanizer or a man-eater, if you will, moving in and out really fast. If you can see, there's no grass growing underneath this knight's feet, right? The horse's feet. So it's not even like staying long enough to plant any seeds. So just be wary of that. But I do see that with the Ace of Wands, there is a lot of new inspiration coming in for you to reignite passion into your relationships and your love life. I do see in the recent past you were putting a lot of work into what needed to be done in order to build this, and you've planted the seeds and things are starting to grow and be prosperous. So that's really good. I think, originally, and I had mentioned with the internal battles, I do see that you were in self-sacrifice, but now you're the hangman in reverse. So this is telling me that this energy is going to be providing you a way to release and to trust the universe and trust the process of everything that's going on and how things are progressing in this relationship. I do see you have to pull on some inner strength with the Strength card. Harness that inner Leo and inner goddess, inner God energy, because surrounding the situation, I do see a lot of prosperity with the Six of Pentacles. It's all about people giving back to you. You no longer have to struggle. All of your efforts are starting to pay off, and it's a beneficial mutual exchange, and you're being divinely protected. I do see that you're worried with people taking advantage of you with the Seven of Swords. So remember, you will manifest what you worry about the most. It's okay to use discernment and be cognizant that things may turn in this direction, but also trust the universe, because with the Seven of Wands as the outcome, this is telling me that if you have proper boundaries and you hold yourself up in a higher honor, you will be able to set these boundaries with ease and grace, because maybe there's been somebody that has been taking advantage of you, and you're like, you're no longer going to be putting up with that, right? This is saying this weekend, use your discernment, but also, have those proper boundaries. And let's pull some romance cards for this to get a little bit more clarification for your weekend. I do see that, yes, there's a trigger that has been, that's making you feel that someone is maybe being a little sneaky around you. It's triggering you. So something that's internal that's triggering you. So I think that it's really important for you to open up a line of communication and just explain where you're coming from and where this is coming from, because it's not necessarily the truth of the situation, right? I do see that this person is the only one for you, and you're the only one for them that you see in the line of sights right now. And there's like a lot of butterflies and kisses surrounding this loving relationship. And again, if you're single, this could be just going out on a fun date and you know, saying, I'm just going to go out with you and focus on one person right now, because so many people have so many different options, right? So you know, it's really important to take what resonates. Don't try to make the reading fit. This is just a love romance reading. And the Island Spice card I pulled, under the stars, I think of you. So this person's dreaming about you, and you're dreaming about somebody simultaneously with the You Are the One card. So if there's anything triggering you this weekend or upsetting you, just realize that that's pretty normal, and it's really just more normal to communicate and say what it is that's on your mind. You know, I mean, you want to make sure that you're communicating, because relationships are not just about companionship, but it's about communicating and growing and working on things together to heal and grow together. So that's your reading for this weekend, Aries. Love and light. Let me know how that resonates for you. And now we'll move on to Leos. Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's going on for my Leos this weekend? This is your weekend love bonus reading. Loving that for you. All right, so we're already coming out of the gate with a little bit of defenses up. Okay, some shocking news perhaps, or shocking developments. No worries, we'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. All right, Leos. All right. Okay, we're good, you're good. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what I'm initially getting is that you perhaps you're in this Emperor energy, and you have turned your back on people that have been demanding your attention this week. Okay, you said, you know what, I'm gonna pull in. I have the resources. I am divinely guided in this energy of, this is where I want my relationship to go. You have all of the fruits of your labor protected and paying off, right? And I do see that surrounding it, you probably put up a little bit of boundaries, because there is some shocking news that is going to come in that's going to make you feel like, oh my gosh, you're going to put a block up right away, or you're going to it's just going to be an initial response. So you want to make sure you don't stay in that, but you also want to use discernment. Hey, you know what? This is shocking, but I'm going to still let this in. Maybe it's someone coming forward and sharing their true feelings about you, since you have had your back turned a little bit on the divine, you know, bringing in the special gifts and letting your light shine out in the world. You've been hiding yourself a little bit. So for this weekend, you know, there is some communication that you need to give out to somebody. Maybe reach out to somebody, just say hello very quickly, you know, because from up above, we're getting the Five of Cups, and this is the Five of Cups in reverse. See how there is a rose growing behind him, and he's not even focusing on that. He's looking at the cups in front of him that you can't see that have spilt, but there's still two cups that are full of love, right? So don't turn your back on the universe this weekend. Really just open yourself up, let people in a little bit. You know, you were standing in this beautiful queen-like energy, or king, and with passion and love, and maybe something just kind of knocked you off your rocker a little bit, but that's okay, because I do see that you still have hope and you're still being led. See, this is the Three of Wands, how he has the staff right here he's holding. This staff has all of the divine light codes and directions to take next, and he just waiting for the next step, and that's okay. You have your whole path is being lit up. So this is the very near future, this weekend, which is really great, because I'm seeing that you have all of the tools, and this is the card in reverse. You have all the tools to move things forward, okay? You're sitting on your throne. You know what it needs to take to balance out the scales, you know, the yin and yang, the energy. So use this magical, these divine tools, and create alchemy. Because that's where you're sitting right now in your current energy. You know you have it, and like, you know, you want a new, brand new, fresh start. And this is also the Ace of Wands. So if you know, you know. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is in reverse. So it's also feeling like that may trigger you a little bit, that people are taking advantage of you again, and you're getting breadcrumbed, but you're not. Step into this divine energy, and you are the creator. You can take it or leave it, right? We tell people how to treat us. Leo. So I do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and so things may feel a little out of balance, but just trust that they will be in balance over the weekend. And if it doesn't happen this weekend, this is just tipping the scale, if you will, right? Tipping the scales to just bring you into the direction you need to be, that the universe wants you, okay? So let's get some true romance cards for you and see what's going on in this connection. Yep, someone feels isolated and they're on an island. They long for, you just having sweet, wonderful conversations. You can't fight the moonlight here, right? You know when someone's into you, and you know when you're into somebody else. And there's some distance here, especially with the Three of Wands, the waiting card. So let's close the gap on that distance. What is this? This, you want to and not feel like you're out on an island by yourself. And so I think that the whole foundation of this is this person or you could feel like this person's going to leave. And that's why they're feeling isolated. They're kind of self-preservation, putting themselves on an island in their mind by themselves so they don't get hurt, and it's hurting the other person with the distance of communication. So see how there's two different energies here? So take which one resonates for you, Leo, okay? And let's pull some Island Spice card for you to see what action you need to take to make sure this is a nice soft landing weekend for you. Be aware of the mirage, okay? Be aware of what people are telling you. Oh yeah, I'm okay, I don't need any attention. Maybe that's when you need a conversation, right? I'm gonna pull another card for you. And yes, be aware of the mirage. You need to go out, let's frolic in the waves together, go out and have some fun together, and just really embrace, uncomfortable conversation that could turn into the most beautiful conversation and bring you guys closer. So don't take words at face value this weekend, Leo. You need to dig a little bit deeper, see what's going on with your partner or in your relationships if you're dating. And if you're single, then you need to dig deep a little bit about what it is you're actually seeking, because you want to make sure you're attracting what you want in your life, right? I love that for you, Leo. All right, now we're on to Sagittarius. Let's see what's been going on in your love life this weekend, Sagittarius. A card flipped out of the deck. Ooh, the Page of Wands already. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. Interesting. So messengers. We do have the Four of Cups in reverse. That means you can see the sight with these messages. You're going to be given some illumination on your relationships this weekend on, okay, now I can see in the distance of what it's going to look like. You're still waiting for your ships to come in, but they will come in. I do see some obsessive energy though going on with this. You're obsessing with the Devil card here. Don't stay in that energy too long, because you do have the Community card with the Three of Aces or Three of Pentacles, which indicates you do have your tribe. So don't obsess waiting on something. Just know it will come in at its own pace, okay? Because I do have the Ten of Swords in your recent past, so you're used to sitting there, not feeling fulfilled, feeling like, oh, this again, when are we going to move on from this? These two messages that are coming in, it's going to be from a fire sign or another fellow fire sign or a water sign. But I do see with the Emperor in reverse is saying you have all the tools that you need. You have the earth, wind, water, and fire, so you can make alchemy. So tap into that energy this week. Don't ignore it, because the Wheel of Fortune, everything's turning in your favor, and you are becoming an alchemist. So you can create what you want, but you don't want to force it by forcing things to go too fast, right? You want to make sure that you are taking your time and listening to the guidance of the universe, because I do have the Nine of Pentacles here for you that is surrounding your thoughts right now. And then you're secretly hoping for things to become illuminated, which is perfect with the Moon card, and they will. And then the Two of Wands, right? Knowing what wand to leave behind. See how he has two wands, one here, one behind him? He knows he needs to leave something behind in order to move forward on his voyage. So that could be just something as easy, since it's a smaller number for two, It could be as easy as just letting go of a thought process that no longer serves you. So let's get some true romance cards and emphasize this for you. Okay, someone needs a cold shower. There's a message coming, a message in a bottle, which I said originally there's two messages coming in because we have we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So these are messengers. Remember, don't shoot the messenger, but they do have important information about what's to come next. And this could also be something internally in your mind too. I want you in my arms, and true romance. So there is some true romance coming in for you this weekend. They're going to be getting a message of someone that's like, hey, you know, you're really kind of making me hot under the collar. I want you in my arms. I, you know, want to spend some time with you. So I think it's going to bring you clarity on how things are going to start coming in for you a lot easier. And the Island Spice said, take shelter and cuddle. And then also search for clues in the seashells. So what that means to me is when you're searching for clues, you're not getting the answer, but you know you're getting closer to the solution of, like, say you're looking for this to be in a permanent relationship, right? Something like that. So these are all clues and good indicators that things are moving in that direction. And you just want to make sure you don't obsess about rushing to the finish line, because that's just not going to work for you anymore, especially with the Ten of Swords. It hasn't worked for you in the past, so why would it work again? And so you need to just tame the inner beast of, like, wanting to push things forward and let things unfold naturally for you this weekend, Sagittarius. So I hope that resonates for you, and I'll catch you on the weeklies and the monthlies. Talk to you soon. Bye.